Hello, my name is Mutek Schwung, I'm an unsuccessful middle-aged man, and this is my stream, Darkly Lit, where I play video games. Today we're back for part 3 of Songs of Conquest Loth campaign. Without further ado, let's get to it. Roderick of Loth, a distinguished knight and wielder of the Barony of Loth, had been summoned to a remote tavern near Tenderwild. Who summoned us? As Roderick neared the tavern, there was a sudden shimmer from an ancient archway and an older, robed man stepped into the clearing. He had a giant rat perched on his shoulder that he seemed to be whispering to. As he caught sight of Roderick, he strode towards him. Roderick of Loth, I am Brother Hiller of the Unseen Society. Where did you come from? How did you appear? All these dimwits, are you not familiar with portals? These are a very powerful version. In the age of Aurelia, wielders used them all the time. I am not, and I do not appreciate your tone, but thank you for informing me. You're welcome. Now these are your Baron's orders. You are to go into Tenderwild and talk to the Fae. We need to know what they know about Aurelia's ashes. I shall find the Fae and bring back the answers for which you are hoping. We've already sent some expeditions into the woods. They await you within. And with those words, the scholar uttered the phrase, Estra Sanctuary, and stepped through the archway behind him. It shimmered, and then Brother Hiller was gone. I kind of hate how you play with a different hero every single map. Every single map. You can't level up your guy one bit. Will you join me? A group of robed men and women were pulling dead bodies onto carts. There had clearly been a battle here. What has happened here? Report. We fled the woods. Umbertina of the Unseen Society sent us to seek the Fae for the knowledge of Aurelia and her death, but they went quite mad and attacked us. Where's the rest of the expedition? Do any remain? If any still live, they must be spread throughout the Tenderwild. Well, this is off to a horrible start. Follow me. We can kind of use these guys as cannon fodder now. As Roderick stepped through the portal, he saw more dead bodies surrounding it. The Fae had been ferocious, and he bent down to look for survivors. He heard the murmur of a female voice in his head. A believer. A wielder. And this mysterious white portrait looks a lot like Aurelia from promo art. Who is this whispering in my head? Is this some trick of the Fae? I am trapped. Help. Who are you? He's gone. Where do we go from here? Left or right? Bad humans destroy this home. Sharp claws. Get ready. They are attacking. Okay. So, I guess like this. Can this guy reach this easily? Well, he can reach both. Okay. I think we attack. Like that. I shielded the wrong attack. Maybe I could have done that without losses. Maybe. As Roderick travelled further into the woods, he turned back and saw that the path he'd taken had disappeared. Trees and mist were all around, and it seemed as if these woods wanted him to be lost. They seek to stop you. Lend me your essence and I will keep the way open. The woods will not catch you. Who are you? I was known as Aurelia Rowendale. By my oath, Empress Aurelia. The presence once again left Roderick, but something within him lingered. Hail, strangers. I seek knowledge in the darkness. Peace, Wielder. Together for her. We seek knowledge of Aurelia in this dark forest. I too seek her light. Join me and I will lead you to her. Okay. Greetings, horned ones. Human, you are not welcome here, and the ones who follow you have hurt the tender wild. Are you their leader? I am. Then answer for their deeds. These guys are slow. Okay, but it's not all these guys. There is a lot of them. Five, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can only kill one. That's rubbish. Maybe I went the wrong way. Entirely possible. Well, can't help it now. At least I kept one knight, I guess. Which is better. I have a lot of command and not a lot of troops right now. The portal ahead was broken, and looking at the path behind him, Roderick realized he was trapped. Reach out to me, Wielder. Lend me your essence. Yes, milady. Is it really you? I am Aurelia, and it gladdens me to feel the presence of one sworn to me. Now let me in, and I'll open the way. Gladly. My mind returns. I have had only fleeting moments of consciousness for so long. Their prayers, their needs, my people. The way is open, Roderick. The battle had taken place here, and human bodies were strewn all around, most of them clad in cultist robes of the Unseen Society. As Roderick's gaze wandered over the battlefield, a familiar presence warmed him once again. The presence of a wielder brings me strength. But you are different than the other. I sense it. You have taken the oath. Everyone does. At least in the Barony of Loth. We still pray to you. Then you are my wielder. The oath should wake the faithful who followed me, and they will now serve you in my name, in life and in death. A word still lingering in his ears. Roderick could see the dead all around him get back on their feet. They gathered to him, and he could feel their essence still. They were not dead. They were not mindless. They still served and were glad to do so. Okay. And this is Risen. It's a rather weak unit, but we take what we're given. Absolutely nice. Maybe a bit of command. Because melee resistance is not going to help me at all in the next combat. These guys cast spells. Want an extra dude. That's far enough, human. I still Ernaline may be gone, but we are not without power. Raven Fair is here and he is gathering his forces as we speak. Why did you kill these people? They were here for the same reason you are. They seek Aurelia. We cannot allow this. Foul betrayers. I will slay you all. That will not be an easy battle. And I placed the knight wrong. Too bad. He moved for some reason. I don't know why he would move, but he moved. 1, 2, 3. Get wrecked, I guess. This doesn't do anything at all. Well, let's move and hope for the best. I was supposed to do something else. I was supposed to... Okay, I can't play my music. I mean, I can't play the game, but I can't play my music. I want to replay that. Because I set up my unit poorly. First, the strength on these guys, I think, makes a difference. Because there's 50, but on the other troops, not really, I think. I played it very poorly. But I got order magic. You really want order magic. I suppose I could replay that combat, but then there is no guarantee that I get order magic again, and I really want that order magic. And so the twisted spirit of Aurelia slew our king, Eris Ameline. Her powers unleashed, she forced the dead to serve once more. If our brave queen, Esil Ernaline, hadn't burnt the body of our king, he would have been forced to serve Aurelia in the afterlife. This clearing was covered with bones and old weapons. A long time ago, a battle had taken place here. Roderick ordered his troops to take a well-needed rest, the Risen patiently waiting while the living tended their wounds. My legions came for me, but they were defeated, and while I was locked away, the Oath could not call them back. Why return from the dead at all? I can sense that the Risen want it. They do. All beings desire a meaning and purpose. For the Risen, they now know they will be a part of restoring greatness, maintaining peace, and creating happiness. It gives them joy. As it would for me. That is why they serve you without question, and so will all my oath-bound legions. The fallen skeleton suddenly rose from the ground, grasping weapons and shields. Soon, a good number of them stood in ranks before Roderick. Bound by oath. Bound to serve. I'll honor your oath and your service. Which way now? The dead follow you. They return for you. Let me pass, Faye, or your death will follow. I shall free my lady. Never. Okay. Where do I put that guy, honestly? Maybe nowhere. We kick quicken him, we can move here. This guy, unfortunately, just like our guy, has berserking. Do I move to high ground or do I shoot? I think my nights are not long for this world. Let's bog them down. Yeah, let's repel. That's some heavy losses. That's some truly heavy losses. I think I need to take command. More Oathbound had risen here. Aurelia was awakening, and with her, the Oathbound. Bound by oath, bound to conquer. The oath has brought you back. Now join me in my efforts to free Aurelia. Yeah, I want him to join. Now, Essence. Probably Order and Destruction. I would like Order and Arcana if I had my pick. Bad human, go die! I don't want to go die. I no longer have a knight, and knight was a great unit against those. Okay, these are upgraded now. And everything I have is slow. This will die if I attack like that. Won't it? Yeah. I guess it will. So let's make a wall. Join me. Bound by oath, bound to conquer. To restore Aurelia and then the Empire. That's not a large amount, it's a very small amount in fact. Yeah, Essence Shield. Didn't like either. I guess Rigor. Well, Essence Shield isn't so bad, it's just that I am not fighting units that could shoot at me. So I'll go with Rigor. Human, you go too far. If Asilla and Aline were here, you'd be dead like the others. What others? You're not the first to come prowling, and you won't be the last, but we shall stop you and all those who come after. I'm slow. Try a quick battle and see how it does. It's alright. Okay. Within the forest was another ancient graveyard, and from those graves several huge beings had been formed. Glowing with power, they stood and waited. Bound by oath. Bound as one. You no longer resemble humans. What are you? The Evermarch Legion. Bound to serve. I need your strength to save Aurelia. She has been trapped by the Fae. Bound by oath. Bound to serve. So one thing about this game is that I really like how it's written, but I don't really like what it looks like. Various intricacies of the world, how there's things connecting the Fae and the Knights, and it kind of fits together. And then there's Loth, who are also humans, and they have ties to the Fae, as well as Arleon, but very different ties. I like how it meshes together, but the way most creatures look and how indistinct all the buildings on the map are, I don't really feel like conveys the same atmosphere that the writing does. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. You've called the dead. We shall crush their bones. What does he have? What does he do? 102 health for movement, and he attacks a swath of enemies at once. And let's block that guy. I really don't want to block the Legion. So I will move him here. Protect him maybe first. Okay, I guess my one Legion is going to die. Shame, but I can't help it, I guess. Well, I might be able to help it if I don't fight that at all. A wielder sworn to her. You have awoken her mind, and thus the others, sworn by oath in these woods, are sworn to you. How did this happen? When we arrived with her urn, the young Fae Queen, Asilla and Aline, unleashed ferocious magic upon us all. She killed us and the king, destroying the hope of returning our Empress. If I meet this Asilla and Aline, it shall be her end. We will join your cause and fulfill our duty. Okay, join me then. And I want to split those guys, because they make lots of nice essence. Do I want the portal right away? No, I don't think so. I want to go here and there and everywhere. Okay, no, there is no available path. about here? Oh, I can't go back because of the woods. As Roderick led his troops through yet another portal, it flickered and died behind him. You are close, my wielder. With every step you take, I can feel myself returning. Tell me, does the Empire still stand? It does not. Arleon is ruled by small baronies that constantly fight over borders and possessions. What I built had no effect. It is all as it was. As Roderick heard those words, he was struck by a terrible sadness, a sense of her sorrow. The dead rise, and we can now see why. We will never serve. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so he goes to stop me. Maybe I should just wait. Could not have moved here. Oh well. Did I deal damage to my own troops? There's one way to find out, I guess. We'll pacify that. That pushback was pretty good. Was pretty strong. Okay, destruction magic. So maybe I will have magic, but just not on the hero that I was expecting to? Because I wanted to have magic on Hilla, and the game was hellbent on not giving it to me. And on this night I seem to have good luck for getting magic. Maybe Karma, because he's a good dude. And Hilla is a bad man. Another field was strewn with cursed bones, but as Roderick passed over it, ghostly figures emerged from the bones. You are sworn to her. I am. I shall rescue her from the Fae. Good. We wish to help. Our task was to help in the resurrection of the Empress. Ah, an enemy wielder. A wielder of Arleon, dressed like the many rangers he led, stepped towards Roderick before the battle. Although Roderick thought he knew all of the wielders of Arleon, this one was new to him. I know of you, Roderick of Loth. You are one of the most distinguished and honorable knights in all of Arleon, and yet your company is corrupted. Why do you do this? Because Arleon is corrupted, driven by greed. My own barony has bent both knee and back to other baronies and barons alike. Our people suffer, and I am sick of it. This is not the way, Roderick of Loth. You do not know what you have done. Those legends of the golden days of the Empire are not just stories, they are the truth. By freeing Empress Aurelia and her wielders, we can restore the Empire and the peace that we all long for. We cannot, and I will not let you. Then you are a fool. Okay, so what do we do? Maybe the best way is to put a slow guy forward. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, so maybe like that, because this is pretty fast. Alright, so our guy tanked a bunch of rangers. How far can we go? Do you have Chaos Step? No. No, I don't. I do have Quicken though. Let's Quicken. And then Dimension Door. Okay, no. Wait. What the heck? Why did I get retaliation from everything? Weaken that. Can I? Yeah, I can. Don't I mention all that? Yeah, probably. That's a bit of a waste of essence, but this mission seems to be ending anyway. And this battle is ending, certainly. As the last of Ravenfair's forces fell, Roderick drew his sword and made ready to finish the battle with one decisive blow. Stop. Do not slay him. You will learn that what we aim for is good, and once we've proven ourselves, you will take the oath and join us. Yes, milady. Your words are wise and full of compassion. You're speaking with her as she once spoke with me. I am. She is within me. I am her wielder. Just ask me to release you, so I will. Take your survivors and go. Tell the world that Aurelia shall return, and they are all welcome to join us. I will tell them, but I beg you, do not release her. The undead brings corruption into this world. You will find a way to mend those wounds. Speak of this no more. I hope you are right. Farewell. Command or better order magic. I think I have enough command. But boy, is my army gutted. This is where the final effort to rescue me was crushed. One of my strongest wielders, Murkoth, had come to my aid. I've heard of him, the sword, the Dragon Slayer. He'd brought the mighty Everstorm Legion, who were imbued by the oath, but not even with their help could he defeat Asil Ernaline and her Fae. Where is the Fae Queen now? She is away, and she left Ravenfair to guard me. She believes the Estra hold a secret that could destroy my resting place. I will release you before that happens. You are my very loyal knight. Now lead the Everstorm Legion and find me. Okay, so reinforcements. The Hestra, the Rana faction, might have some secret, might possess some way to destroy Aurelia once and for all, but they're not quite all good, I would say. They also have a dark secret, much like the undead, I think, but let's get back to it later. Human, you must not do this. The Queen forbids it. I believe the wish of an Empress outranks the command of a Queen. I might not be able to beat that. Okay. In the campaign of Rana, we find out that I think Fae, and perhaps some other factions in the world, want to keep Rana from becoming dragons again, from reclaiming their old greatness, because they seem to have done something horrible in the days where they were an empire, where they were a major force in the continent, and we don't know what. So I feel like every faction except for perhaps Arleon is equally morally grey in this game, and I like it, it's nice. Aurelia's ashes. In the air atop this hill, an urn made out of celestial ore hovered above the ground. Roderick could feel her presence within. As he stepped between the tributes to reach the urn, he could suddenly feel her presence pulse as strong as his own heart. My loyal Roderick, you have arrived. I can see you. I am trapped within these tributes. Asil Ernaline has held my entity here for 500 years, but even her wards could not fully contain me. We've prayed to you for years. You are the light in the darkness for all of Arleon. I've heard the whispers of prayers and tried to impose my will upon the world. Tried to help where I could. I know this. You are Aurelia Eternal. Now break the urn and set me free. At once. The image of Aurelia materialized before Roderick, the face he knew from the old paintings, tapestries, and even the coins in his pouch. But now, tears rolled down her stern, familiar face, and he felt her grief. You have done all one could ask of you, and now it is time to rebuild. But first, I need to be fully restored. I am ready to serve. You cannot help me in this, loyal Roderick. I need my most trusted wielders. Their strength and knowledge surpasses yours. Wish first, then Murkoth and Koral. With their help, I will raise my legions. Those are names of legend, I understand. My Empress, I am bereft to lose you so soon after finding you. Aurelia went searching for her wielders and kin, leaving Roderick in the Tender World. But it wouldn't be long until he found his way back to the Barony and could serve once more.
Deep in the forest, a noble knight astray. Her voice called out to him, I've been captured by the Fae. He freed her spirit, her voice had been his guide. She saw her world today and silently then she cried.